Since last weekend, I've had something on my mind. On Saturday morning, as you do, I got up and was having a look through my Facebook, and I saw a comment in there that shook me to the core. It was a post about someone who's been a friend of mine for over 45 years. It just basically said that the night before he'd suddenly passed away. Now, my friend Bill, he's worked hard all of his life, and over the last few years, sadly his health took a turn for the worse, but no one was expecting what happened. My friend Bill wasn't even 65. Last summer, another friend of mine passed away 4 days before his birthday. He wasn't even 60. And so that's got me and Debs thinking. You see, Debs and I have been talking, and we've come to the conclusion that we've realised we don't seem to do all the things we used to do. Once upon a time, if we had any free time, we'd be out and about. You see, Debs and I were talking about how we don't seem to do the things we used to do a while ago. Debs was talking to a colleague at work the other day, and they were talking about this, and she said that we ought to be working to live instead of living to work, and she was right. You see, before the pandemic of 2020, whenever we had any free time, what we'd tend to do was head for the coast and go and have a walk along the seafront, go for something to eat, and just have a day where we blew the cobwebs away. You see, what's happened is since we've had back to normality, if you like, from the pandemic, we don't do that anymore. What we found we're doing is coming home of an evening, sitting in front of the television, falling asleep, and basically waiting till it was time to go to bed. In fact, last year we didn't even go to the coast at all. My car only did 4,000 miles last year, so we really didn't go anywhere. And my friend dying last weekend got me to thinking that, like so many other people, we look forward to our years of retirement. We work looking forward to those days when we can actually go and start enjoying our lives. And my two friends probably thought the same. But you know what? As I've realised, nothing's guaranteed for any of us. In fact, I only said the other day that it seems like the only trips I get out these days are going and doing the weekly shop. I can remember when I was 7 years old, listening to the Sgt. Pepper album and hearing the song When I'm 64 and thinking to myself, my God, that's so old. And yet here I am, 2 months away from being 64. And to be honest, I feel really lucky because at 56, they found that I had a squatter on my kidney. And I can remember at the time thinking to myself, I wonder if I'll be here for my next birthday or Christmas. I had surgery within weeks, and we got rid of the kidney and its cohabiter that was the size of a lemon. And the prognosis was good that I would get back to normal in about 6 to 8 weeks. The truth was, it took 18 months. But here's the thing. I'm healthy and I'm fit, and all being well, I should last for a fair few years. I did have a little scare around Christmas when people thought I'd had a heart attack, but it meant that I had loads and loads of tests, and they all come back telling me that my heart was healthy for years to come. So there's a lot to look forward to. Now, even though I've been told I should last lots of years, it's not really guaranteed. After all, both of my parents died before they reached their mid-70s. And with that thought in mind, why is it I'm waiting till retirement to start enjoying myself? So at nearly 64, I'm in really the youth of my old age. And so why shouldn't we start doing the things that we want to do now? Why should we wait when we can be out and about doing the things that we love at an age when we're still physically fit enough to be doing them. Let's just say that, for instance, I've got 11 to 15 more fruitful years left in me. Why should I wait till I'm 67 when I'll have 3 years less? Why should Debs and I be taking the apathetic amble into retirement when we're still fit enough to go and do lots of good stuff? It seems that since the pandemic, we've managed to let ourselves get into a rut, when really what we actually want is a purposeful, fulfilling journey, one in which we can get out and do stuff and have an actual life instead of sitting about waiting for it to happen. I know far too many people who have worked hard all their lives and are waiting for that day to come when they can retire and start to enjoy their lives. But when you think about it, why would you want to wait until such a time in your life when your body starts to fail on you and you don't have the energy to do the things you want to do? So why not do it now? It doesn't mean you have to have the grandest house or the biggest car in your area, or even how many holidays you take a year. What it means is you get to do the things that you want to do when you want to do them, and you enjoy the life that you have. And doesn't it make sense to do it now while you still can? And if you click up there, I'll tell you why you should look after yourself. I'll see you next time.